Alright. Hi everyone. Or hey Heidi hey. How are you? I'm here to talk about the latter half of Starman, the series. At first I started out rereading Booster Gold for my Booster Gold 101, my explanation of who Booster Gold is, which I may do a better video of one of these days, but for now. And then I hit the Black as Night part of it, and I saw the series that we're going to continue. And then I remembered I wanted to pick those up, so that's where we're at now. I bought them off eBay. Starman itself was incredibly well written. Or at least number 80 was. The rest of it was kind of a build-up to number 80 because you knew that the 90s Starman was getting ready to pass on his torch. Please keep in mind this isn't a review of...
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Mom's making cookies.
It isn't a review of 30... the first, 60 books or so. This is only a review of 80, 81, and 79, 80, 81. Thank you, Mom. So in those 3 books, you got that Jack Knight was ending his career. I guess you can call it a review of 78 too, because it continued. I kind of mixed those 2 stories up. It continued on because you found out the 52 Starman was, that's 1952, not the new 52. The 1952 Starman was his brother David, the one that ended up killing himself, or dying in a shootout. Either way, and his brother ends up returning to the correct timeline at the very end, and you get to see Starman from the JSA days. You actually find...
You mean Tom Keller?
Yes. Tom Keller, for those who know what I'm talking about. Tom Keller was a big push in me getting this series because, you know, I was a big fan of the JSA right as it came out. And he was also in Legion of Superheroes, too. He is the Starman of the 31st century. He ends up saving Jack, and that's why That's how he ends up getting back to his own era and seeing his son again before he eventually leaves Opal City. Yeah, you find out in the last days of Tom's life, he actually saves Jack Knight, which is the main character throughout this series. I'm excited for them bringing back the JSA and Convergence. Convergence is going to be a big, huge event, hopefully. Hopefully, like I've said, it has Booster Gold in it. But I don't write it, who knows? You know. It's just me hoping that eventually they will bring back Starman and the JSA and Booster Gold. So I thought before the big Convergence event, I would try to figure out what happened to Starman. I mean, with the time loop he's stuck in, and yeah. The next series I might be rereading is Shade. I'm gonna try to make this show more like a show. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a couple of my buddies on here. That would be nice. Yeah. Just a thought. I'll get back to you on what books I pick up for Convergence. Right now it's looking like I'm definitely picking up the one with Wally West. And Booster Gold. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna call that it for my explanation on who and what Starman is. I might cover the Shade next, because he was a big part of the Blackest Night issue. In fact, he was the main character, whereas Jack Knight is the main character of Starman. Yeah. Jack Knight is the main character of Starman, but he ends up, like I said, moving to Opal City. I mean, moving from Opal City. So, and the focus for 81 kind of shifts on the Shade and his girlfriend. He has to defeat his brother Jack's brother Daniel. Just for 81. Most of the series comes from The Diary of the Shade, related to him much later by Jack Knight. Nearly every issue I've read opens that way. I don't know if the beginning half does, because we read a Western one as well. And that one also kind of opened on the Diary of the Shade. The Shade ended up, as I've said, having its own separate series. So, I'll cover that next. Mom? Let's see how I did.
Sorry, Mom.